I also like how you mentioned like even after shahada, sometimes things don't go like the right way, and I've had instances where like Muslim like non-Muslim friends would ask about Islam and they were super interested, and then they would like their parents or their peers don't approve of it, and then they like stop asking. Like, has those instances ever come up, or circumstances?
Yeah, that happens all the time. So like, I have a script ready for that situation because it has happened so many times. It has
Yeah,
happened so many times that, oh man, my Hindu family, like my Hindu parents hate Islam. Like they would kick me out of the home if I ever became a Muslim. So my script is very simple. I think most of us know this already. I just remind them. Sometimes we overlook basic things. Their Muslim
mm-hmm.
friends may have overlooked these basic points. So I just mentioned to them that, look, there's no rule in Islam that I'm aware of that says that once you become a Muslim, you have to announce it to the world. You have to make a YouTube video of yourself becoming Muslim and you have to upload it, right? I'm not aware of any such rules. So if you think that you're going to face difficulty in the home and get kicked out, you can keep your Islam private, right? Keep it private for a while. You don't have to announce it to your parents, especially if you know that they hate Islam, right?
Yeah,
Or at least ease into it gradually. Ease into it gradually. Just tell them you have a Muslim friend. Then they get used to that slowly, right? Then
yeah,
tell
for
them,
sure.
well, I'm reading the Quran. It's interesting. I don't just throw it at them overnight. I've become Muslim. You can't blame the parents almost for being really shocked and upset. So that's one thing I tell them. And then the other thing I think we should tell converts more often, and I think this awareness is growing now, is that like, look, you don't have to change your name, right? Like David is fine. It's a good name, It's Nabi Dawood alayhi salam. Michael is a good name. It's the name of an angel. You can remain Michael. You can remain a Muslim Michael. That's okay. Um, I heard Shabir Ali say something years ago, which I liked. I don't agree with everything that he says, but he has some gems of wisdom. And I remember I saw Brother Shabir Ali give shahada to someone at a mosque here in Toronto years back. And I think his name was Michael. Let's just say it was Michael, right? So he reminded him that you don't have to change your name. And the other thing is, it might even be better for the dawah if you don't change your name. It might even be better because now that you're a Muslim Michael, every time you talk to another non-Muslim Michael, that non-Muslim Michael is going to look at you and think, like, you're a Michael like me. But you're Muslim. You're a Michael like me, but you pray 5 times a day. So if you can do it, then like I can do it too. If you're a Michael
Yeah,
who's a Muslim, I can be a Michael who's a Muslim. Do you see what I'm saying? So I think we should reduce these cultural stumbling blocks as much as we can to try to make it easy for new converts,
mm-hmm.
as long as their name is not like some kind of mushrik name. It doesn't have connotations of shirk or something like that. If his name is Hercules or I don't know, Ganesh or something, yeah, okay, we're gonna have to change your name. But we don't have to do this in each and every case. I've seen shahadas where the uncles are hugging this new guy, and without consulting him, right? It'll be, from today on, you are Muhammad Hassan. Right? Like, did you ask the brother? Did you give him some options? Give him some options, right? Do you want to be Muhammad or Ali? Do you want to be this or that? No, he just announces it. You are Muhammad Hassan from today. So,
Inshallah. I like how
Ustaz,
you,
I mean, how would you
actually,
like that? How would you like that, Zaid? If I said to you, from today you are John Smith from now on, you'd be like, no, man, I'm Zaid, right? I'm still the same guy, basically, right? So,
yeah. Mashallah,
yeah,
yeah, I like how you mentioned and especially the earlier point, like about keeping it private. Sometimes it is sort of necessary because even in the early, like we go back way back to the early stages of Islam, like the Prophet Muhammad SAW would have private discussions with, and then the like Islam grew from a private sort of setting, and then it like as it grew bigger, it became more public. I really like that point, inshallah.
yeah, I mean, and also think about it. Once upon a time, Omar was a non-Muslim name, right?
Yeah.
Like once upon a time, Ali was a non-Muslim. Salman, it's a Farsi name. Salman once upon a time was a non-Muslim name. It's just that all the Salmans that we meet today happen to be Muslim, pretty much. So today we think of Salman as a Muslim name, but it's not a name that the Prophet gave to Salman. It's not an Arabic name. but it's culturally, it's become a Muslim name. So instead of trying to make every Michael into a Hassan or an Ali, how about just let's aim to make every Michael into a Muslim? Imagine that. And then suddenly Michael will be a Muslim name. Suddenly, every time you meet someone named Michael, you'll think, oh, you're Muslim, right? So yeah. By the way, I'll just share an interesting story with you, and this should make us help us to appreciate the challenges that some of these new converts go through. There was a young lady convert to Islam coming from a Hindu background, and my wife and I invited her to join us for the RIS conference in Toronto. This was 3-4 years back. So she joined us and she benefited a lot and she enjoyed it very much. And at the RIS conference, I don't know if you've been, but there's a large conference hall, but there's also a bazaar area. And when you're going, the bazaar area, anyone can access for free, but the conference area, you have to have paid and bought the ticket and everything. So when you're going from the bazaar area into the conference area, you have to show them your tag, you know what I mean? Like your admission bracelet around your wrist. So my wife and I noticed that we were spending part of the day with this new convert girl. And whenever we were going into the conference area, she would take off her backpack and she would show the security the bracelet, which was on her backpack. Like it wasn't on her hand. So I told my wife, like, it's a waterproof bracelet and everything. Why doesn't she just keep it on her hand? Because throughout the whole 3-day conference, she has to take her backpack off every time. And then she pointed it out to me. My wife said that because she has to hide it from her Hindu parents, right? Like when she goes home, she can't keep that bracelet on, right? For the whole weekend, she has to hide that. So I've heard of like Sikh converts to Islam who had to pray like in their bathtub, in the washroom. I'm sure you guys have heard of similar stories. So it's just a reminder of the great challenge that converts have to go through. So why should we make their life harder? Like they're going through enough. Many of them are going through enough. So try to make things as easy as possible for them.